C.o.p.s, Central Organization of Police Specialists. Fighting crime in a future time. Protecting Empire City from Big Boss and his gang of crooks. It's crime-fighting time. The case of the Big Boss's master plan. Cops File 12829. The Big Boss had attempted some spectacular capers, but none could compare to the daring abduction that put America itself in danger. Here's how the caper came down.
This is an historic day for Empire City. The President of the United States is coming to christen the Navy's new supercarrier, the USS Defiant. Every citizen is awaiting the President's arrival by special train later this afternoon. Whitney Morgan reporting live.
Squeaky, send Ms. Morgan a bouquet of roses. Empire City's most beloved broadcaster's just given me a brilliant idea. Now, I want you crooks to board that special train and invite the President to lunch at my place, eh?
But what if the President says no?
You're a persuasive kind of guy. Just explain we need a hostage.
You mean capture the President?
Precisely.
Mayor Davis wants the President's first visit to Empire City to be a safe one.
That's why we cops have been called in, Agent Belson.
The executive bodyguards really don't need any help. But as long as you're here, you need to be briefed on our special security system. At the first sign of trouble, we create an airtight seal. Then, we sound the alarm!
It's so loud, I bet they can hear it in Washington, D.C.
And the final secret weapon...
If we're sealed airtight, how do we get rid of the tear gas?
Well, that question, actually never came up.
Are you sure this is going to work, Dr. Bad Vibes? My entire master plan revolves around your latest invention.
What's to worry? I know what I'm doing. Besides, when have I ever failed? Quiet, you rust-prone rat-fink! Don't worry, Big Boss. My new invention will be ready within the hour.
You sure we ain't missed the President's train?
What do you want to do? Jump down, put your ear on the track, and make sure the choo-choo's on its way?
Hey, Misdemeanor, that's a great idea!
Quiet, you two. Listen.
Never mind, the choo-choo's on its way!
Come on, Berserko.
It's time you dropped in on the president.
The latest in personal security is the inflatable suit. In case of an emergency, executive bodyguards link arms and inflate. Well, it's supposed to work, but it is experimental.
Wrong car!
What is the meaning of this?
Big Boss wants you to join him for lunch! Madam President!
Nothing like a train ride to whet the appetite, Madam President.
Buzz bombs right on time.
So far, so good.
You executive bodyguards are certainly well equipped.
A testimony to 21st century technology.
So you see, we really didn't need any help from cops.
Somebody check the president.
Madam President, are you all right?
What?
I always feel great after a crime!
They've got the president! Somebody call the White House! Whoa! Ah!
They just don't make trains the way they used to! Freeze! Cops! Sorry, Flatfoot, but I got a lunch date! With the president! Hey!
Not so fast, funny man!
We'll take it from here.
Looks like it's going to be one of those days.
This ought to fix things. You clumsy nincompoop! Is that any way to treat a lady?
Hey, wait a minute! There's Turbo with our getaway van!
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Well, we captured the president! And any landing you can walk away from is a good landing!
They've broken the throttle.
Hey, that means there's no way to stop the train.
If we don't, it's gonna crash into the Empire City Terminal!
I think we've got one chance to stop this runaway train.
It better be quick!
1033, cops, emergency. Repeat, 1033.
Go ahead, Bulletproof. We copy.
The Big Boss's crooks have raided Railroad 1 and kidnapped the president. They've also sabotaged the train. It's out of control, and unless we do something, the train will crash into Grand Central Terminal. Run a computer scan of the intercity rail line.
We're way ahead of you, sir.
I've got it!
There's a rail junction a few miles ahead of you. Highway's on patrol in the area. I'll send them there to switch the train to another track.
We copy, Mace. We'll handle the rest from here. First, we disconnect the engine from the passenger cars. Then, figure out how to stop this thing in time.
Those crooks were shrewd. They trapped us on this runway, so we can't go after the president.
Disconnected the passenger cars.
And they're slowing to a stop.
Good. Now, come on, brakes. Do your job. Now, all we've got to do is stop the train before it plows into the terminal. Not bad. A few inches to spare.
Now what about the president?
Mayor Davis recommends that we keep a lid on this incident.
Mayor Davis is backing down too easily.
The media would have a field day if they knew the big boss had kidnapped the president.
I can wire the Pentagon for some advanced rescue equipment. More inflatable suits, perhaps.
There's no time for that. Besides, I've got my best cops on the case.
You cops couldn't even stop the big boss from snagging the president.
I remember the event somewhat differently.
You have a point.
Well, Madam President, I hope you like what we've prepared.
I'm not particularly hungry at the moment, thank you.
Well, good. Then we can get down to business, Madam President. I want that super carrier for my personal yacht. And you're gonna help me get it.
Like I said, Big Boss, you're evil through and through. I love it.
Quiet, Dr. Bad Vibes. We have guests. Well, Madam President, what do you say to my plan?
I'd have to agree with Dr. Bad Vibes. You are evil, through and through.
Never mind, Madam President. We have ways of making you cooperate. I take it your newest invention is ready?
Naturally.
Good. It's time the president made my demands known to the public. Now, the President of the United States. Madam President?
I am the prisoner of the Big Boss. He will exchange me for the USS Defiant. I urge you to comply with these demands.
There's no way the government will deal with a crook like the Big Boss.
Not so fast, Bulletproof. It's too risky. The safety of the president is at stake. I order you and your team of cops to cooperate. Don't you agree, Agent Belson? I wonder where he's going.
We blew it with all these gadgets. It's up to us to get the president back.
Roger, yes, sir.
Big Boss set the exchange to take place on the flight deck of the Defiant. Everything's going according to schedule, except for one minor glitch.
The location of Belson and his executive bodyguards.
Exactly. I know they're out there. But where?
Get in position. On my signal, we'll attack.
Hey, what's going on?
Watch out!
Hey, who sent you an invitation? Oops, sorry. Hope you guys know how to swim.
C.o.p.s emergency frequency, 1033. Officers in trouble. Repeat, officers in trouble.
We copy, Belson. What's the problem?
Well, the executive bodyguards usually don't ask for help, but in this case, I'm making an exception. You gotta save us. We're drowning.
Sorry, Mayor Davis, but you'll have to excuse us. It's crime-fighting time!
But who's going to handle the swap for the president?
I just got word your boys tried to pull a double cross.
No problem. Just a case of nerves.
All we want's the boat.
All we want is the president.
She's all yours. Now get off my boat.
The executive bodyguard's car went down here.
Last one in's a rotten egg.
Don't panic, men. By my calculation, we've got exactly 13 seconds worth of air left. Say, I know your code name's Bulletproof. Now they might have to change it to Waterproof. I hate to admit it, but things worked out right after all.
Bon voyage!
Aloha!
Adios, suckers.
I think it's about time we let the cops in on our little surprise.
Let me see. Oh, yes. Now I remember.
Now, that wasn't so bad. Swapping the president for a floating flight deck.
Whatever you say.
Oh, you must be exhausted after your trying ordeal, Madam President.
Whatever you say.
I'm sure you'd like to freshen up.
Whatever you say.
Oh, my! What have I done?
Of course. How could I have forgotten the self-destruct code?
It's a robot. Very lifelike, but nevertheless, a robot.
What does this mean?
It means that the Big Boss has the USS Defiant, and he still has the president.
We may have underestimated the villainy of Big Boss.
I finally got everything I ever wanted.
The Big Boss controlled one of the most powerful battleships ever built, and he still had the president hostage. We wondered if even the skill and courage of the entire C.o.p.s team would be able to crack this caper. C.o.p.s File 12829, the case of the Big Boss's master plan. Case continued. C.o.p.s, roll call. Highway, Mainframe, Long Arm, Bowser and Blitz, Sundown, Hardtop, Mirage, Bullseye, Mace, Barricade, and they call me Bulletproof. These are Empire City's most wanted crooks. Berserko, Rock Crusher, Misdemeanor, Turbo Two-Tone, Dr. Bad Vibes, Nightshade. Use caution in apprehending.
Cookie jar!